Good day, folks. Welcome back to another episode of Day Trippin'. So I think we are on episode 7-ish. We're making a pretty good run out of it. Anyway, today we are headed to a lake we are fairly familiar with. Not a ton of options right now. Oh, we're back. But there's not a ton of options right now. Things are cooling, but they kind of started cooling and hit a bit of a standstill. So weather's holding fairly warm. Waters are down. But anyways, we're going to go in here, see what we can find. Potential for some hatches, but likely going to be staple stuff, shallow water, pretty basic stuff. So we'll see what we can find. And we are almost there. So next time you see us, we'll be on the water. Let's get after it. Okay, so just left the launch. As I said earlier, I think it's probably going to be a shallow water game today. Obviously, we won't discount some cron stuff. Its temperatures are about right for that. We do have, if Rob just pans over, you will see we've got a bit of a different fish finder. It is not the most high-tech device on the planet, but what it has is just the ability to scan side. So the Garmin can't do that. I was watching it the whole time. Rob's just pointing at a Chironomid popping over there on the surface. Sorry, we get sidetracked. But anyways, they're kind of handy because you can point them into the shallows and it's going to tell you if there's fish in there or not. When they're not moving, it's kind of a handy thing to have. So we've done a lot of bobber stuff, a little bit of some sinking line stuff. But I think we're probably going to get into maybe the intermediate lines today, possibly some Scud stuff. So it might be a little repetitive like some of the other stuff, but we're just taking you fishing. So whatever we end up doing, we'll show you. But that's kind of the plan. So we're going to go see what we can find. And hopefully when we come back, we got a fish. Okay, what do you got there, fella?
Well, that's the first fish of the day. We've been looking around like crazy, and just the odd fish moving here and there. We'll talk about the finder here in a little while, but saw some fish finally in here and leeched them up, and here we go. So we'll try to land this one, get a sample, and go from there.
Yes, please land this one.
Try my best.
No pressure.
Just stay there. Okay, so landed them.
Barely.
Right to get it on.
Sorry about the loss of video, but we did land it, and we're going to get the age-old sample to hopefully help us out a little bit.
Just show you this fish and then we'll take a look at that. Just a little pass. Just a little panask.
Nice.
Yeah, spunky.
Healthy. Oh, see ya.
Okay, he's gone.
Okay. Now, I can't even tell what's in there.
Scuds, Hyalella.
Lots of Hyalella. Tiny little stupid Scuds. Did I say that? Whoops. Yeah, so big leech it is.
And that's what we got him on again.
Yeah, so Rob's fishing a fishing an M&M or something. Yeah, an M&M, orange bead. And I'm similar. But let's get back into the good water over here and see what we can do.
Well, that didn't take long. I just released that one fish, casted, and about 3 seconds later, Brandon's bobber takes a dunk. Two dunks. Oh yeah, yeah. He twitches. It disappears. He misses it. He twitches it again, and we have a fish on. So, once again, we spent a ton of time cruising around trying to locate some fish.
We've dissected this entire shoal behind us.
Yeah, so
50 feet at a time.
It's totally worthwhile to keep looking for fish if you're not in some, because if you're casting where there's no fish, your odds are low. So looks like we found a little hot spot now. We'll see how long it lasts, and this is a decent fish, dude. Yeah. It was that hot pink bobber of yours.
Must be. Kind of putting the boots to him, and he's not liking it.
Well, he's got some shoulders, man.
Another one down there.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, beautiful, healthy panask, dude. Nice. Very nice fish.
Blue back on this. Nice little panask here. Rob has the black M&M. I'm using a red one. It's nice and bright. Gold bead. Healthy little fish.
Healthy, dude.
Back he goes. It's fall time, so you gotta dip their tails.
See you, buddy.
If you dip the tail, you don't get splashed. Okay, so I got my oar out. Now, what we've been doing, I thought we would show this. We just pulled anchor. The fish had kind of dried up a little bit. We had a nice flurry at that spot. But about 200 yards that way, we started doing this. We basically anchored, fished a little bit, pulled the anchors, let the wind drift us down, drop anchor, and we've done that all along this drop into kind of where this little bay is. And it makes a difference doing that. Those micro changes, like if the fish are only holding in one area, you know, you got to cover water if you're not getting them. So we're just going to do one last little float down here, and we're almost at the end of the bay, and try that out. And then probably if nothing happens there, we'll be making a move. But stay tuned and see what happens here.
Jesus, sorry, dude.
Look at the chaos out there.
So here's the problem. We don't have a dedicated camera guy, and neither of us wants to be filming. We both want to be fishing. So Brandon just hit a beautiful fish. It came out of the water 3 times. I'm scrambling for the camera, and just turn it on. It shook the hook, and it's gonzo. So
well, I think we're on to something though, because this is like that's probably the 3rd fish in almost as many casts.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, they're keyed into that little red leech is actually
bright. You have to move it. So I think we mentioned that in one of the previous videos.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
We mentioned that in one of the previous videos.
Beauty.
He's gone too.
Okay.
Holy. That twitch, or twitch them up as we like to say, can be a game changer, even under the bobber. Like, just because you're hanging a bobber doesn't mean you got to hang it still. And so sometimes, especially when it's flat calm like it is today, there's not much riffle to move the bobber. If you give it a couple twitches, oftentimes you twitch and just watch that thing, it'll bury. Sometimes they just need to be enticed. So
okay,
I'm going to reset and try and do this again.
And I'm going to
You do it too. Come on.
I'm going to tie on a red leech.
Yeah, you might want to try a red leech.
And okay.
Catch up, buddy. Catch up.
Oh, this is interesting. So remember I was saying I was going to put on that red leech? I changed my mind. Often what we'll do, so Brandon had the red leech on and he was being successful. We call that the control group. So if you remember, that first sample had all those scuds. So I put on a scud. And I had a hit right away. And I missed it and put it right back out there and had another hit, and here it is. So this is our flashback straggle scud in olive.
Come on. There it is.
Swing over. Set right to the bottom. And bang.
Match the hatch.
Go figure, eh? I don't know if you can see that.
There it is. Yep. Nice. They're flipping out there.
And another.
There we go.
Not doing a very good job.
No
today.
smooth releases
No
today.
smooth releases.
We'll work on that for the next one.
It's a little cooler. What we're finding is, I don't know if you can see it on the video, there's a little scum line here, a weed line. If you get too close to it, there's some really young fish hanging out there. If you manage to get them to avoid your fly and you can drift it out into that about 10 feet of water, there's some decent fish in there. This is, you know, an average fish, but we've seen some pretty good lunkers splooshing in there. So we don't want to be catching those little fish, but we know that it's holding some decent fish, so we've just been fooling around in here for a while. Okay, so we've been alluding to this different finder we're using today, so we thought maybe take a second here and explain what we've got going on. So typically, as you probably have noticed, we use that Garmin Striker 4, Striker 5. You know, it's been all we need to spot fish below the boat, and works really well. But when we're fishing or anticipating fishing super shallow water, like right at ice off and right before ice on, you know, we know we're going to be fishing 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 feet, maybe 4 feet. And in those situations, that as good as that new technology is with the chirp sonar and everything, it's not really going to do us any good trying to pick up fish 4, 5, 6 feet below the boat. So I've got this old Humminbird 120 with the side finder, and it's old technology, but we've found over the years that it's reliable enough that we can scoot along the edges, and if we pick up fish out in front of us, it'll tell us, you know, there's something out there 20 feet, 30 feet, up to 120 feet out. And when we get them stacked up a bit, it kind of confirms that probably there's some fish in there, and we often will stop and fish it, and it's paid off enough times that this is what we bring with us this time of year. So I don't know if they make these anymore. I think you can get them on traditional finders with the side find feature, but I think they're a bit pricey. But yeah, your call. It may be worth your while. It may not, depending on the price point, but this is what we've been alluding to all day, and this is what we're using. Well, I've gone from a t-shirt to a t-shirt and a sweater to a t-shirt, a sweater, and rain gear, and now we've got thunder behind us, so things are deteriorating. We've been wanting to hold out here, being a bit stubborn, because we've hooked a few decent fish. Damn it. We've hooked a few decent fish and didn't get a chance to get them on video because we were slow with the camera. And now we've got the rain. but there's still a chance. Hey,
You want to fly fish, do you?
you want a day trip with the fly guys, do you?
The thunder seems to have moved off. The rain is here, but the rain won't chase us away. The thunder will probably chase us away, but it's subsided. It's pissing rain. I just missed another fish, and we're not going anywhere quite yet.
I'm sure there's still a chance.
If we're out here, there's a chance. Okay. As you may have seen from, I'm not sure if Rob's going to put that clip in or not, we've had to rain gear up. the rainy retrieve. But yeah, the weather has taken a turn for the worse. But we are toughing it out here, and it's paying off a little bit here. This is gonna get shitty.
More chaos. Okay, I'll tell you what, let me get him
Hold on. Switcheroo. Get out of there. I gotta clear this.
We're gonna go back over here to the other side anyway, brother.
Okay. Oh,
Just when you think you got it.
just.
I'm gonna go under you.
Think we got it. Whew. Okay. Come on. There it is.
It's a bit thicker than the last one, but it's not much longer.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah. Very nice. Hey,
All day long.
that's the theme, bud.
All day long.
They just want to get right back to stuffing their faces today, I guess.
I'm here all day, folks.
So not sure if you'll hear that or not, but that thunder we thought went away just cracked over here somewhere. So I think, yeah, it's still going. I think that might be our cue. Hopefully we've got enough, I think we've got enough stuff today. Would have liked to have shown a few more fish, but this is day tripping with us, and sometimes they're banger days, sometimes they're sucky days, and sometimes they're mediocre days, but we still love them all. That's a wrap. Interesting day, I guess you could call that. We are really realizing that we probably need a camera guy come next spring to do this successfully. The day was okay. We had a decent little flurry. I think you guys catch a little bit of that. But Rob and I often forget that we're trying to record and not just fishing. So we don't always get the camera out in time. That's okay. The weather was up and down like a yo-yo today. We had t-shirt weather, nice and sunny and calm. We had blowing sideways rain. We had some thunder mixed in there, and now it's calmed down. It's beautiful again. So it's fall. Fall fishing is lots of moving, lots of looking for fish, lots of trying different things. It's not uncommon to sit at a spot for half an hour and get into a bunch of fish and then have it shut off, move, same thing happens, move, same thing happens. No BS, I bet you we probably moved 30 to 35 times today. We were all over the place. We were just drifting the boat along, covering tons of water, and sometimes that's all you can do. So all in all, it was decent. I'm not going to complain. We had some feisty fish. Didn't get too soaked, and we're out here doing what we love to do. So what else? Yeah, so the fish. It was a little frustrating because the big fish and the little fish were kind of mixed together. It's that time of year. You're going to find small fish in the shallows just about any time of year. Summertime, spring, fall, doesn't matter. The big fish pick and choose when they go in there, and they were both in there today. So we were getting a lot of the smaller fish, and then we'd fluke out and get a big one, and then, you know, it was kind of all over. I think our best flies were probably the M&M, the red one, and then the straggle scud did some serious work today too. We probably should fish those stupid scuds a little more often, but we don't. Rob was smart enough to tie one on today, and it got him into a few nice fish. So when you're out there, try different stuff. Don't forget to move, and but just enjoy it, have fun. That's what it's about. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash the like button for us so we get these videos out there. I really hope you guys are enjoying them. And until the next one, cheers and tight lines.